time in Brooklyn there, with three little pigs with the hypest gear. Polo, Guess, and Gore-Tex, all living large in Marcy projects. Polo was short, somewhat stocky, high top fade, built like Rocky. Guess was the best, dresser of the trio, light skin, slim with a cameo. Gore-Tex was next, and of all the three, not only did he love boosting, he loved to MC. Now they grew up together, were the best of friends, so when they had enough money, they all bought a Benz. Hype was pushing them back to back. Polo and Guess bought white ones, Gore-Tex's was black. Crazy dark windows and BBS's, skirts so long they looked like dresses. Wherever you saw one, you saw the others. The kids were so close you would have sworn they were brothers. And one day Polo said boosting's good, but we're not making half as much money as we could be. Like for instance, if we changed the hobbies to something like selling drugs in the lobbies. They all agreed, their minds were made, determined to try this way of getting paid.
Three little pigs, all drug dealers, heavy rollers, you know, big wheelers. Learning the lesson, crime doesn't pay. It's too bad they had to learn the hard way.
Then Polo said, before you go on your way, there are a few things that I forgot to say. First, let me put your hip to the don'ts and do's. When you're scrambling, this is the slang you use. Common hop, don't stop, T&T's up the block. Try something funny and end up getting popped. Pass me by, you won't get high. Understood no matter what, always say you got it good. And everyone has a name for the crack they sell, like Ghostbusters or Cottonelle. And I decided that since it's just us three, Polo, Guess, and Gore-Tex, we call it P-double-D. Now Polo had a friend who sold coke, his name was Tito. He went to see him, came back with a kilo, and a year later things were going well. They had a lot of steady customers and clientele. They also had workers in several spots that had automatic who-ops with lots of shots. And those Benzes, they were a thing of the past. Polo had a Ferrari that was crazy fast. Guess who always dressed the best? Had the all-white Jaguar XJS, and since Gore-Tex always had the highest goals, he bought a 1990 drop-top Rolls. To put it straight, the kids were large, but fucked up when Polo tried to take charge. To Guess and Gore-Tex, this was forbidden, but why did he have a condom? And they didn't. They got together, talked about what was happening. Polo played him out, since he was the one thinking they were soft. Guess and Gore-Tex knocked him off. Now let that go as a lesson to be learned. Guess and Gore-Tex was fire, Polo got burned. He should have known not to ever cross his partners. Now his life is lost.
Three little pigs, all drug dealers, heavy rollers, you know, big wheelers. Learning the lesson, crime doesn't pay. Too bad they had to learn the hard way.
Back to what happens next. Still living large as Guess and Gore-Tex, but what they didn't know is that now it was hot. The cops got hit when Polo got shot. So one day, I think it was a Monday, while counting the money they got Sunday, the cops raided, crashed the door, had Guess and Gore-Tex handcuffed on the floor, fucked up the crib like they was on a mission, couldn't find her, and so they took them in for suspicion. But that didn't stop them, these kids had power. Bail was 10 grand, they was out within an hour. Before they left, a cop pulled Guess aside and said, snitch on Gore-Tex, we'll let you slide. He laughed in his face, he said, I doubt it. But after his first day in court, he thought about it. Maybe snitching wouldn't be so bad after all. Everything would be his if Gore-Tex took the fall. And 25 years was an awful long time, so within a few minutes, he made up his mind and snitched. No, better yet, cooperated. Told him what they wanted to know, then waited. They gave him a recorder, showed him how to command it. So this is all we need to catch him red-handed. The cops came to get him, their shots hit him, but Tex was a true and he took two. Unlike the rest, had it made. Crazy stack money, dumb paid. Thought he was the master of the game he played, till he took his first hit and ended up slayed.
Three little pigs, all drug dealers, heavy rollers, you know, big wheelers. Learning the lesson, crime doesn't pay. Too bad they had